We're in business. Right, today is blueberry 191. Eking our way closer to the blues. Oh, there you go, found it straight away. Found it straight away. Okay, let's get some music on. Let's get drawing. Let's untangle my headphones. Flipping heat has got me today. I feel very, very tired. Might get rid of that one. I don't like that one. Hello. Okay, let's go. It is 191 high. I'm just going to make sure of that. Yes. This seems a bit of a jump from the other one. Triple check. What was the last one I did? 136. 191. I'm just going to double check because I don't trust myself. I already made that mistake once. So the last one, I still haven't put this on. 136. Yeah, that was the last one. Yeah, okay. Just making sure, and then, yeah, good. Just going for a regular type drawing that I normally do because I'm a bit pooped. Got no imagination today. Yet again, I don't have a message all day. The second I sit down, every single time. It's that camera. Sake. Bloody thing. So why does this camera keep... Oh no, that's just me, that. I thought the camera had slipped again. I do need a better camera stand or phone arm, whatever it is. I ideally need one from the top so it doesn't get too much in the way of my arm. this in the fridge before I knock it over again. Antonio Perez, thanks for stopping by. My favourite colour is, red to draw with so far. Well, I don't know, there's been a few. Probably, there's like a couple of oranges that have been nice. Been a couple of pinks. Couple of reds. I don't know, these are the ones that I've done so far. Just move that. Let's have a look through. Some of the early ones aren't that great. They're a bit muddy. I'd say probably, I've just seen it, that one. I'd say that's been my favourite colour so far. I know it's a bit of a boring choice, but just a straight red. I do like that orange as well. I don't know if it's because I like the drawing as well. Like I like that colour, but the drawing's not very good. But yeah, usually the reds and oranges are kind of my favourite. There's some sort of blues and pinks and stuff that are okay, but that one's a bit meh. Quite like that one, that pink. A few blues as well. But yeah, probably the reds. Zodiac sign. Bizarre question, but Leo, if you're that interested. I'm not even into any of that stuff, but I've been told by a few people. Excuse me. Dead Hand, how's it going, my friend? How's your week been? I feel absolutely shattered. I was out at my lad's school today, and they had like a leaving do of sorts, like a picnic thing. So sat out in the sun for a while, and it's I don't know what it is, it just puts me to sleep if I'm out in the sun. I feel absolutely knackered. Because I thought, oh, we got back about 2 o'clock. Yeah, got back about a bit later than that, maybe 2:30. Had to go pick up Lewis's car, came back. And then once I came back, I thought, oh, I've got a bit of time, so I'll start the stream a bit early, but I just crashed completely. So I feel absolutely exhausted. Goes well. Been slow. Week's been slow. Not up to anything interesting. Just a chill one, was it? Yeah, most of the time I'll try and stay indoors, but this was like a school organised picnic type thing, you know, for the kids, because it's my son's last year of primary school, so we just all had like a picnic outside. There's something wrong with this arm, it keeps kind of falling and moving and stuff. It's doing my head in. It was nice, like it wasn't like really hot either, although when we had to walk up to get my missus' car, that was hot. And I think it's the walk on the way there that's got me a little bit, but yeah, I feel absolutely blistered. Well, no, I don't feel that bad, but like I say, it's just knocked me out a bit. What's your weekend looking like, Dad Hand? Anything interesting? Yeah, I need to figure out a better setup for my camera stuff. I did a sketchbook drawing earlier in the week, and it was so, because of the way I've had to position the stand, it was so uncomfortable to draw on, because I was really excited about doing it, and then as I started it, I just thought, nah, I need to figure this out. I can't keep drawing like that. What's your favourite cheese? Don't you bloody start. Are you still coming to Blue Cheese Fest, by the way? Not heard from you in a minute. But if you are wondering, it is a smoked German cheese or an extra strong cheddar. It is amusing getting trolled by your own friends. I'm hoping to start that grey book series soon. But what I want to do is I'm going to have a couple of sessions in my scrapbook to mess about with. I forgot to have these, and excuse the burpage. I haven't got any things. I can't really buy any more pens, but I suppose I could have a go with paints, like, because I want to sell them. I wanted there to be like a cleaner, quite cleaner line work. So obviously I wouldn't do this with these pens, but so where's a good example of this? So when I did this drawing ages ago, you can see the pen strokes, which it still looks all right, but when I do the sort of drawings with the grey pens in the new batch that I'm going to do, I don't want there to be as much like where you can see the pen strokes as much. So I've been looking at, I've got like some brush pens which I bought a while ago, these ones, but there's not very many good. In fact, there's one grey in it, so I don't know if I'll start there. You know, sometimes I think, do you know, I could probably do an OnlyFans account with just my feet and people would go nuts for it. I don't get why that's a kink. Like, feet aren't attractive things. Don't get it. Why was I looking in there? Oh yeah. Where was the last? I think it was on the left. I think this one was going to go on the right anyway. Yeah. A191. Oh, that's a bad line. I like the new sketchbook drawing you put out the other day. Oh, do you know what? That's how brain dead I am at the minute. I'm like, huh? What are you talking about? Yeah, this one. Like, I really enjoyed doing these. Yeah, that was the new one I did. I do. It's a little bit small, but like I say, I wanted to expand on it, but like a couple of things. So I really like using the smaller nib. So I used this pen. This is a brand new one as well, because the other O2 was running out, but it wasn't going on the paper like smooth. Like you draw a stroke and it was like it almost skidded across the surface of the paper, so you had to redraw it. Like with this pen and paper, it just goes down immediately. But I thought, I'm sure that wasn't how it used to be before. And it's a little bit like these two were just a bit low effort, a bit in there. Like I wasn't massively impressed with those two. And I would really like to start doing these again. But I need a better camera set because it's quite a long book, like left to right, and I was drawing on this side. This side of the sketchbook was bumping into the stand, so I was kind of drawing at a really awkward position. So it was frustrating because I really wanted to do it, but it was just so uncomfortable to draw and the pen wasn't going down. So it just became a slog by the end. It was really annoying because I really wanted to, like I'd really geared myself up for that drawing. I was like, yeah, I really want to start drawing these sketchbook ones again, but yeah, it was just a little bit frustrating, you know. I don't know what to do with this bit here. But yeah, I mean, it turned out okay. Like the colours were all right. But I think I need to work on the setup a little bit, just to make it a bit more comfortable. I started looking up tutorials on pixel art as well. Like one of my best friends, he's continued doing a game course at college, and like it's a lot better now like than before. He's done the right thing, like he's left it until now where it's just a lot better sort of in terms of curriculum. And he's made a little video game and he showed all of us, and it's really good, and it's just given me the itch to want to do something like that. So I've been looking up sort of pixel art tutorials and things like that. Because I'd also like to do a bit of pixel art as well. But no, thank you for saying you like the drawing. It's okay. I think it's not the best one I've done, but like I said, I think the sort of circumstances hindered me a little bit. Like when I do one of these ones, because it's a single sheet of paper, I can just move it to line up with the camera. But because it's that other one's in a book, and it's a really hefty book that I kind of have to go underneath the stand, but I kind of have to keep it in the same position. But I'll figure something out.
What did you say, Xander? No. This is what it. There, look.
But yeah, I'm really looking forward to starting this grey sketchbook. I showed you before, didn't I? I've already got a sketchbook, and the idea when I first got it was to do kind of these types of ones, but but just on singular bits of paper. But I just think, you know what, I've already got this sketchbook, just keep doing these time lapses and use this as like an idea type thing. Use these as an idea to do the bigger original pieces that I do. Because these, I've done some of my best drawings in here. Like I still think that's one of my best ones. I really, really like that one. That's one of my favourites. I really like that one. That's rank, hate that one. Love that one. But again, I'm like, how did I do that? I like that one. That's the one with, no, it's not that one. It's that one. I think it's the one with my most views. But some of them, like, they're just really nice ideas that I could transfer onto bigger pieces, whereas the sort of grey book, which is what I'm going to call it, just have them as singular pieces, because that was the kind of more popular drawings. But I'm going to do some test runs of it first, and then I'll put the stream back onto Mondays like I normally did. So you get one less of these, but like I said, I think it'll be okay if I'm changing it for the grey book. But the problem, should I call it the grey book? Because most of it is still going to be black. That's the only thing. I don't know. The grayscale book just sounds a bit naff. I don't like that.
You need to get, well, on Sunday I'm going to have a hangover. What? You drank too much alcohol, but you got a bit ill the next day. So I'm going out with the mum tomorrow night. But I'm going out in all afternoon actually. When I get out of your hair in dinner, and so the next time I'm in a little lie-in, and then we need to get up and we need to get hot. Go and get a glass of water and swill it off. £10, £5, and you went, just pour it over it. It's waterproof. But then get your hand, Tyler, get your hand and squish the milky bit off. Right, and pour it over again. And it's made of plastic, this rod. Look, there's all the notes. Xander. Look, Xander, all the notes. 50, 10,
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, I'll probably end up calling it that. I tell you what, not streaming on TikTok and having my music is just far better. I think I said that on Monday, but it's just much nicer. I might make a return to TikTok one day, but like I say, in its current state. And I'd probably only do it if I could multiple stream off one device.
And then we're going out on Sunday. We're going out for the afternoon somewhere where you have been before, but not with me.
This playlist I'm listening to is awesome as well.
We're going to 2 places on Sunday.
Baby.
I saw you shrug. Sit down and eat your dinner. I'm just get back to get going.
Never gonna give it up. Children terrorizing again. That's a horrible line, so I've had to change it. Yeah, I'll do a scrapbook session for it, if you can tune in for that. Your feedback's always really good, Dead Hand, actually. You always kind of sort of point out things that don't look right or don't belong. So like if I start doing a thing and I'm thinking, oh, that looks quite good, and like you tend to see things I don't, and you'll say, no, it's not really working, that. So I'll go away, come back and say, yeah, do you know what? Yeah. I'll still do the graffiti scrapbook on Tuesday. That'll be my Tuesday thing now, because I really want to make some pieces of graffiti. Oh, mate, don't. I'm starving. I was meant to eat before I started this. Have I fucked up the number on this stream? I've put 54. Is it 53? Oh, I can edit that. Who gives a fuck? But yeah, I've not eaten because I fell asleep. I didn't have time to get my dinner, so I'm absolutely starving. I haven't eaten since lunch. But because I'm dedicated to my fan base, my loyal fan base, I will go hungry to get this stream out on time. What have you got, by the way? What's your order? I need to know this. This is when the chat gets real, when we start talking about food orders. It's a shame Coob's not here. The snack master. Give us his thoughts of the old Kentuckians. No, not at all. I really enjoy it. Like I say, even if it's just me and thee in the chat, just makes the stream much nicer. You know, one day I might break that 10 people joining mark. Just got to keep at it. I've got 4 in now. Not a fan. question. It's alright. That's the old playlist. Ernie, how's it going, my friend? No, I wouldn't say I'm almost done. I've still got quite a lot I want to do to this one. I wasn't feeling it when I started because I was knackered earlier. So I thought I'd just do a basic bitch one, but it's actually turned out all right and I'm really enjoying it now, so I'm going to just keep expanding on it. Bonus Banquet, mate. It's such a good... Bonus Banquet is such a classic order. It's a really good one. People see it as a bit basic, but nah, but it's such a good order, that. It's my second favourite order, so my normal favourite would be a Zinger Tower meal with a side of popcorn chicken, because I'm a fat git. But sometimes I'll be cheeky and get a Bonus Banquet and then get like a mini fillet with it. But yeah, I never just get the meal deal order. I'll always get a couple of bits extra because I'm a hungry boy. But how have you been, Uni? Anyway, how's your week been? But yeah, don't worry about the stream. I'll be here for a little bit longer. What time? I've only been on 50 minutes. Yeah, I've got a good hour at least, I'd say, on this one. Yeah, it's such a good little... I love the fact they do that sort of smaller box as well. You know, for when you're on a diet. Lol. Very uneventful. Been that kind of week for folks, has it? Has mine even been eventful? I don't think mine has. It's just been a bog standard week. Oh, really? I've not had much of the way of game time recently. Like, I've not even really had much time to go on Overwatch. I've not played it in about a week and a half. Like, I started playing PlayStation 2 games to wind down, but I've barely had a chance to get on them. Like, just the occasional Warzone session with the boys. I do need to try it though. Like, it sounds like a good little game, Star Trek Online. So my games on the PS2, I can even show them because I've got them. My favourites on the PS2, I always keep them here. And these are the games that I'm actually playing now as well. I've had to play them with an emulator though, because So that's why I don't feel guilty about playing them, because I actually own these games. So, no word of a lie, these are genuinely the games that I'm playing. So that, Time Splitters Future Perfect, that's in my top 5 games of all time. I absolutely adore that game. Need for Speed Underground 2 is my favourite racing game of all time. But I did finish that a couple of years ago. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. X-Men Legends. Tiger Woods 04. The reason I love this one is because I like the putting system on it. Pro Evo 6, my favourite football game of all time. James Bond Out and Out, which is a really good game. And SSX3, God, the HMV sticker's still like 40 quid this thing cost. But they are the games that I play on my, or I've played relentlessly on my PS2. And the GTA games, but I've got all the GTA games in Steam, so I don't need to play them. But they are my games of choice on the old PlayStation. I recently got the PS3 back because it used to be downstairs as the DVD player, and there's loads of PS3 games I've not played. Like, I got so Eco and Shadow of the Colossus I've got. The Resistance series. I think I started the first one, but I didn't get to finish it. Did I finish God of War 3? I think I'm not sure actually. No, I don't think I did. Because I got the God of War collection. I finished both of those, but I don't think I finished that. So I need to play them. Assassin's Creed 2. Oh, and this. So my mother-in-law got me. Where is it? I love the Little Big Planet games. Where is it? There. So I think she got me this close to when it came out, and I have not touched it. It's because, like, I think I'm on my 3rd PS3. So when my first PS3 broke, I think the second one broke, then the third one went downstairs, so I've barely had access to my PS3 whilst I've had it. Well played indeed, yeah. Yeah, the PlayStation 2 is in my top 3 consoles because of it's got the best games catalogue. And in my opinion, that's why it's the highest selling console ever, because the games catalogue's the best, but for some reason consoles don't seem to learn that. Or console companies, they seem to just try and flood it with gimmicky bullshit. It's like, no, just make your games library. That's why I think Nintendo kind of don't really compete in Europe. Like in Asia they do alright, but when they did the whole messing up the relationship third party, it's like, why would you do that? Yeah, there's like 1 billion games on Steam I need to finish as well. Don't know what to do with that side. Yeah, I was just saying to Dead Hand, Ernie, that my Grey Book series, the series that's going to replace the Black Book series, I'm hoping to start soon. I'm just going to rough out some ideas in my scrapbook first to see how it looks and just to see how the pens look, because I've got a selection of grey pens. I want to mess about with them first. Just to see what's what, you know. Do I want to attach it or not? Yeah, so I'll be live streaming the scrapbook sessions as well, because I mean, why not get the hours up on the channel? Makes sense, doesn't it? Right, I don't know what to do there, so I'm going to come back here. Oh, thank you very much, Dead Hand. I do appreciate it. I'm hoping it'll help, like just give it a kick up the arse. But it's one of those where I cannot grumble at all about the hours dipping on the channel when I've not, you know, put as much up. But I do appreciate you going back and watching it. Hopefully that will help a little bit. Breathe a bit of life into it. But I want to do more videos. Like, I don't want to just do live streams all the time. I do actually want to do more videos. Like, I'd love to do a video essay on art, but I don't know how I'd put that together. So that would be like that's been a project I've wanted to do for ages, but I don't even know where to begin with that. Like I said, that tutorial video, just how I draw art. I've wanted to do that for a while. I'm just trying to think what type of just videos I could do. Like the live streams are good. Sorry, not the live streams, the time lapses. But they're only, like say, 2 to 3 minutes long, so not exactly the longest. But I'm thinking that's maybe where the maybe I could do something with pixel art. I don't know. Let's see where it takes me. Yeah, perhaps. I've still got 2 tour books to do. Like I say, all the work that I've done before, like a tour of that, a tour of all the scrapbooks, the ARTEZA book that I've got to do. Yeah, so there's still a few to do. Barbecue at 59, hello. Thank you for stopping in. How's your week been? I don't care. Alrighty then. Is that what that means, IDC? Is IDC, I don't care? Had someone ask me my star sign earlier. I think people are a bit bored on a Friday, are they? Yeah, I don't get it. I don't care. You cared enough to ask. As the Call of Duty lobbies, have they leaked into my live streams, have they? I don't know what to do here. It still feels a bit flat as well. Do you know what, I'm going to do a big fuck off one here. I haven't been told some random's going to kick my nan yet. Me and a friend of mine, we played the other day. And we were saying that obviously having a bit of banter and a bit of chat's all right in there. But it's when these sort of teenagers act rock hard, like they're going, I'm going to come round and batter you. It's like, but you're not though. Just chill out, mate. It's just a bit of Call of Duty. It's not that important. Slow your roll, will you? Like they get really, really angry. It's like, dude, it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter. Like if you get killed or whatever. Like they talk about it as if it's the best day of their lives. It's like flipping heck. Or the classic is they'll repeat what you say because their brains aren't quite developed enough to think of their own patter. It doesn't. It is funny though, like listening to them proper kick off. Was it a couple of weeks ago? Me and a friend were playing. There were two of us, and they didn't have a duos option, so we had to go into a quads. So we had to have a teammate or a couple of teammates, and one of them. So me and my mate were just wandering around looting, you know, just picking up guns, and we were chatting about. I think there was a blueprint gun up. I went, oh, what's this? What's it called? The alligator or something. And we were just chatting about what we'd picked up, and the guy that was on our own team went flipping mental. Telling us, like, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. He went absolutely ballistic at us, and we're like, dude, what are you doing? So you do know there's a mute button, right? Couldn't believe it. I'm like, what is this guy on? Just chill out. Yeah, like I said, that playing that game came from lockdown, because we just needed a way to sort of stay in touch. And the only game that we all could play, that we could all get a hold of, was Warzone. And it's a really good laugh. Like, if you don't take it seriously, you can have a lot of fun with it. But yeah, you just get the little chavas in there going absolutely bananas. It can be funny, but sometimes it's just like the absolute nonsense they'll chat. It's like, flipping out, guys, just chill out. I need to make... Politics. Yeah, I did put my vote in. Excuse me. Do you know what I mean, I'm glad that the toys are out because, like, I genuinely think they don't have the first idea how to govern for a second. It's like they've read about the working class in a book and tried to kind of do that. But the thing I hate the most about the politics, right, obviously the politicians themselves, but the way it turns people into absolute dribbling idiots. If you voted for this team, then you must be this. If you didn't vote for this party, then you must think this. It's idiotic beyond words, the way people think. Like, I cannot stand Nigel Farage. I'd never vote for him in anything in a million years, and I think he's just genuinely bad for politics. But when I see people call him a Nazi, I just think, you're the reason he's popular. It winds me up, because I just think it's so brain dead. If you voted for him, you must be racist. Are you, though? Like I say, I'd never vote for him in a million years, but when I hear people talk like that, I just think, just idiots. So annoying. He's away. But, you know, I'm not entirely convinced by Labour, even though they are the sort of party that I would normally vote for. But I just think any sort of change, I'm hoping just a bit of boring. Like I said, I don't want a character, I don't want this, that and the other. I just want a guy. Just get the basics right, just start there. You don't need to fuck around with niche subjects. Just get the basics done first, you know what I mean? You know, don't start implementing absolute mental green policies because Just Stop Oil are chucking painted, you know, chucking soup about and all that. Actually think about what your strategy is going to be. You know, sort out education, the law, NHS, sort that out. But like I say, I do think they're just shit at their jobs. That's what annoys me the most. It's the incompetence of them that I don't like. But it's over. You can go back from slagging off the politicians to slagging off the England footy team. I've watched as many games as I can. Been a couple of good ones. The atmosphere of the Euros has been great. The games, hit and miss. England have been shit. Yeah, I suppose the politics is a nice little break from the mediocrity of politics. A nice little distraction from the mediocrity of the England team. Yeah, I just get wound up when I see people assume that other people are evil because of the way they voted. It's like, fucking grow up. Slag off the politicians, the political parties, yeah, definitely. But to assume that people are evil because of how they voted, no. You need to have a look at yourself. Like, I can't stand the Tories at all, but I'd never assume anyone's evil because they voted for them. It's childish. Like I said, that's what I hate the most about it. Kind of jumping about all over the place with this. Yeah, like that's the way it used to be though, wasn't it? Like you could be best friends with somebody who would be politically opposite to you. You just have different opinions and views on how to make the country better or what it needs to focus on. But now it's just moral busybodying out of control. Like, I see these smug... And it does come from... More I see it from the left, which is what I don't want to see, because that's where I'd probably consider myself to be. But, like, people saying, like, if you're... Like, Reform is the one getting in the neck. Like, if you voted Reform, then, you know, you're a bunch of idiotic, gibbering, racist, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, maybe if you ask why they voted for Reform... Maybe try and understand the grievances of people who voted. And the fact that you behave that way is probably one of the reasons that they did vote for that. It's like when I heard when Donald Trump got first elected back in 2016. And they were talking to like working class Americans. And, you know, a lot of them voted Obama. And they said, we just want someone to do something for us. And he was just like a massive change. I mean, ultimately it didn't work, but you understand why people vote for it. Like, I completely understand why people vote for Reform. You know, they're sick of seeing the same shit over and over again. You know, totally get it. It's just, you know, like I say, I personally would just never vote for Farage. I just think he's a snake. He tries to put himself as a, like an everyman. Oh, I'm just like you. It's like, no, you're not, mate. You're exactly the same as what's come before it. And he'll sod off as soon as he gets what he wants out of it. He'll just go. And Reform will just be another political party that looks, you know, just fade into obscurity. Everyone needs an opinion on... Yeah, it's, like I say, it's the moral busybodying of it. It's the assumption that you're evil because you voted one way or another. It's just immature. Like I say, it's such an immature, childish way to talk about politics. It really annoys me. It really, really annoys me. Just the assumption that somebody's evil or this or that because of how they voted. It's pathetic in my opinion. Like I say, go after the politicians all day long, sure, you need to. But to go after individual people assuming that they're this, that or the other, I just hate that. It really, really annoys me. Because it's like the people you don't want to be in power, you're contributing to it. Like you saw it when Brexit happened. Like I voted Remain. Like I thought it was a ridiculous decision to even hold a election on that. But when you hear people say not everyone who voted to leave is a racist, but everyone who's racist voted to leave, it's like this sort of smugness and arrogance of that comment. I just think, I'm sorry, but who the fuck are you to say that? And that is actually like that's exactly why you lost. You didn't put up an argument. It should have been a walk in the park to win that, but you didn't put up an argument. You just insulted people. It's like, well, that's what you get. So I'm very much in the camp of, you know, take your medicine. You lost because you couldn't argue your way out of it properly. So take your medicine. It was a democratic election, you lost it, but instead of accepting it and moving on, you crybaby about it. I will say that I think I did read it right. I was happy to see the S&P get absolutely trounced. If I didn't look properly at the S&P, but I think somebody put something up saying they got destroyed. Okay. It's looking a bit plain Jane around the sort of edges, so I'll do something with that. I've actually done a decent amount of drawing in an hour and a half. How did I settle on my signature? So my signature used to be like a more angled one, but I just needed something really simple that kind of lined up with the theme of like my art. Because I didn't want to do an actual signature. I'm trying to think. I think I even did like a little, I think one of my older sketchbooks I was messing about with signatures. But I just wanted something simple, almost like a stamp. But yeah, because I thought a lot of my drawings are sort of square shapes and things like that. I thought maybe line it up with that kind of theme. And I've always liked the joining of the J and the B. Yeah, and I think I just added the little lines to it afterwards, but I just like the simplicity of it, and it's translated really well into like a logo. So like I'm looking at it on my YouTube thing, and it, yeah, just kind of stuck there. I think there was a few attempts in a sketchbook somewhere. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I need to do little sort of business cards, and when I eventually sell another big piece, just to sort of put in there. But yeah, I quite like it. Simple but busy. Yeah, it's one of those where I remember I was kind of going back to my graphic design days. Like with a business logo, like it didn't have to be like overly complicated. You know, easily readable. You know, kind of, I don't know how it would represent, like it's just a J and a B. I know some logos are very, very clever, where you can like integrate sort of animals and things like that within the letters, but I thought it's one of those things I didn't want to spend a ridiculous amount of time on. I just thought if I keep it simple, then you know, stand out as well. And like I said, it does the job. It's, yeah, I think it was just literally that. I just played about with manipulating the letters in a sketchbook somewhere. I think that's all it was. I might even have the sketchbook. You've got to be curious now. I'm sure it might have been in. So these were some of the earlier sketchbooks that I got. God. Yeah, these are some of my... God, I forgot I had this. Completely forgot I did all these. Yeah, this was my first... In fact, I think I might have started this before I started my scrapbooking. I don't know what's happened there. Spilled something on it. Yeah, I didn't get very far. I think that's because I bought my big scrapbook afterwards, but I should maybe think about using it. That was like doodle stuff. I think this was more graffiti stuff. It might have even been in here. Yeah, this is kind of early graffiti stuff. Yeah, it might have even been it. Yeah, so that was what it used to look like. That's what my logo was. And then was it in here that I changed it? Oh yeah, that was the first time I did that one. It must be in here. Ooh, some... Oh, there was the first jotting down of how I come to my drawings. Yeah, this is the first tutorial type thing. Although it wasn't intended as a tutorial, it was just how to come up with drawings. First alphabets. And then in this one, I believe was skulls, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, these were the first skulls that I drew. Oh, yeah, it's actually quite cool coming back to these. Like, I used to really enjoy drawing hyper detailed skulls. It's another thing that I really like drawing. And then I tried to kind of make it more geometrical. So just playing about with this. And then trying to resize it all. Yeah. And then again, I should maybe use these more. I forgot I had these. I should maybe use these more, but I think, yeah, was it this one? No, the graffiti one. I think that's the one where I kind of had early plans to change it all. Yeah, that was I completely forgot I had those, because that's where I started a lot of it. But yeah, there's not much in those books. Like, it's just basically what you saw, because I moved over to the sort of bigger scrapbooks. I wanted more room to work. Think, let's have a look at, yeah. Right, I'm going to start working on the background a little bit now. I don't think there's much more I can do with this. Maybe thickening some more lines here. Go. Yeah, there's not really much more I can do. Trying to think. Yeah, I can't think of how to detail this. This is why I need to spend a bit more time in my scrapbook to flesh out some more ideas, because I don't want my drawings looking too samey. It's that whole thing of you want to keep your style consistent, but try and evolve it. I suppose it doesn't matter too much with these drawings, because these are just a laugh that I kind of do to hang out with everybody. Yeah, I think I might just do a background for these ones. Or just a couple of little, no. I don't know. See, this is kind of why I like dots, because they just add a subtle amount of detail that, you know what I mean, doesn't go. I know I've used dots a lot recently, but I just think it can be quite an effective way to detail it out, like that one, for example. I haven't done it there. Like, I know I normally do that kind of thing. But yeah, dots and dashes, they're just a really effective, I know I've done it in those two, but I just think they're a nice effective way of just getting a bit of detailing, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I just think just thickening out the lines. Maybe a bit of subtle detail. Doesn't always have to be hyper. Yeah, just it's subtle, but just thickening out some of the lines. I think it's just made it look a little bit nicer. So it's not just boring straight lines, and like I said, I don't have to go overkill on the detail on the inside. Yeah, I agree. Like I say, because these are more sort of quick muckabout drawings, I tend to not really give much thought to the line thickness. And again, I'm in the back of my mind, I'm kind of half conserving the usage of the pen because I do want to use it again. But it doesn't have to be like ultra thick, but like I say, just a subtle. It doesn't have to be all the way around either. Sorry, I'm drawing completely off the camera there. Just random dots maybe give it a little bit more. Like it's subtle, but like more of a weathered look. Well, not even necessarily weathered, but just imperfections, I suppose is the word I'm looking for there. Like I've been looking at other artists and just something that I overlook in the details that can be like really effective is just little blemishes here and there, and they won't take long, just like I say, little these little blemishes kind of thing. I've got Angel of the Light waiting for me, but I can't be bothered. I've not had Angel of the Light in ages. We used to do it quite often for the kids, but... What flavour is it? Do you know what? Before you wrote it down, I was going to say, I bet it's butterscotch. Because that's the one I like. You know, without sounding too horn tooty, I really like this one. I like the way I've lined it and dotted. I just like the details and the lines on it. Like, I don't do this enough. Like, maybe sometimes I'm trying to make up for the lack of detail in the background sometimes, like... I don't know. And I think I could make a better version of this as well. Like using the same details and stuff. But make it better. Cheers, man. Thank you. Like it looks, just kind of looks a little bit like debris kind of hovering around it. Yeah, I've nearly done it. I'll just do this little bit and then... Yeah, I'll be done. I don't think I need to do a background for this one. I quite like the way it is. And that'll bring us nicely on to 8 o'clock, 2 hours. That's what we want. Right, I think I'm going to leave that one there. Maybe a couple more. Let's have a look at you. Oh. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. Oh. Yeah, I'll leave that one there. Another piece in the bag, number 54. Good place to wrap it up. All right, Dead Hand and Uni, thank you so much for stopping in. And anyone else who stopped by and didn't chat, always appreciated. Oh, thank you, my friend. Yeah, we're back on. I'm not going to be on Sunday because I'm at my folks. So Monday, that's when I'm on next. Because I might do a couple little scribbles here and there, but I won't be online doing anything. Like I said, tomorrow I'm just going to be off, chilling out. Sunday away at the folks. But yeah, that's another one done. So Monday I'll try and get a scrapbook session done next week. Start getting some ideas down for the grey book. Start that new series. Like I said, I might pencil in some, if like I want to go a bit more detailed, I might pencil in some sort of outlines first before I stream it. But yeah. But that's today's piece done. Enjoy your weekend, fellas. And I'll hopefully catch you Monday. Have a good one.